Hello all, Havoc here. Let's get ready to play some Space Engineers. Okay, so in this episode, what I'd like to do is try to rebuild the Scorpion, get him back up and running, and then we're going to use this kind of blueprint that we figure out for the Scorpion to rebuild the Reaper. Um, I did not have much luck getting ore today because the Reaper kept slamming into things. And as our only functional mining ship and us being unlimited supplies, I didn't want to jeopardize it. So we need to rebuild this anyway because Durp isn't actually functional enough. So we're going to try building it based on these. And so let's take a look at something. Matthew Ritchie is talking about in the comments about being able to turn those on and off. So if we can do that, yeah, we can. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to work on doing that, and so what we'll do is we'll put that on our hotbar to turn our boosters on and off. So when we get weighted down like this guy did, we can turn the boosters on and move around and not expend all the energy that we're not needing when it's empty. At least that's the plan. We're also going to reduce the size. We're probably going to go down to 1 grinder, 2 welders, just to keep us on a little smaller footprint, similar to how this guy is. So we'll probably put a 4-way juncture here and put the grinder there or something like that. We're going to have to... Oh man, I was just thinking that it kind of sucks that these are large ship only. Because it'd be kind of nice to put one, like put this as a 4-way and then put a welder right here and put grinders on the sides. And that'd be kind of cool. But we don't want to build a large ship like this, so that's out of the question. So we'll probably end up doing something like, well, let's see here. We'll actually probably put the welders farther back, and just put the grinder right onto the container, and then use our cool little let's see here, that offset block that I use a lot with the laser welders. Where are the welders? I can't type in a laser welder because then, oh, there's a guy right here. Let's go ahead and put that on our bar so we don't have to go finding that again. There we go. Alright, so that's on our bar now. So we'll probably use something like this back here, but moving it forward. But no, I do not want to commit suicide. So something like that. I'll put the welder on the front one, and then I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll it'll probably be 2 containers long instead of this block here. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start out by moving the derp. Oops, wrong button. It helped tremendously if we actually used... yeah, that works. Turning that off, so... G... Put this over here. Toggle block on off. 9, turn it back on. Toggle off, toggle on. Okay, it does work, but we just need more thrust. So when we go build the new version, it's going to have 2 forward thrusters. So that'll help tremendously. So I figured out one of the other reasons that we're not noticing it as much on ships like the Kestrel, or I mean not the Kestrel, but like the Scorpion there, is because we're using those other thrusters. And I would really like to use the vanilla one with the booster pack. I don't have a definitive reason as to why. I just would like to. I just feel as though right now with the game being in such a state of flux that it'd be good to stick with as much vanilla stuff as possible. So let's go ahead and go to, we don't have a grinder? Where did we put our grinder at, guys? Oh, crap. I forgot where we put that. I hope I didn't put it in the Castrol. Oh, I think it's in this guy, the turd. We will work on the turd in the next episode, I think. Once we get a little bit, there we go. Get a little bit further into oops. Once we get a little bit further into getting the Scorpion online, or back online, I should say, it's movable. I mean, we moved it from the hole it was in over here, but it's definitely not feasible to keep it in its current shape. It just doesn't work. So, okay, go G. We're going to go with new small ship because, well, I don't want to have to worry about fixing it as it's flying away. So, because at one point we're going to end up breaking it. Alright, so I could have sworn I said yellow. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to get a little bit of a start by collecting some resources. And as usual, that's gonna the landing gear is gonna go away. So medium container. Did we do a medium container or a small container on this guy? Yeah, we did medium container. Okay. That's what I wanted. Interior plates. Of course I don't have everything I need. Okay, so interior plates, construction components, steel plates, small steel tubes, we got some motors, and there's some computers just for the shenanigans of it all. Alright, let's try this again. So we're going to go like this, then like that. Okay. Yep, that's how I roll. There. Okay. So now I throw the grinder on the front. I was going to put the double grinder on here, but the thing has such a massive grinding area, grinding radius, that I have a feeling we're going to end up doing more harm than good by doing that. So, I'm really tempted to not put this here, but put a four-way there. Just so I can keep our footprint as small as possible. Conveyor, we want a four-way with no shenanigans. This guy right here. So I think if we go like this, then we'll be able to put our welder on the side. Grinder. Welder. And we're going to use the far one. And 5. There we go. So what I don't like is how far away they are sitting from each other. But I also want to keep the mass down. Why I didn't put... I was thinking about putting these on here like this and extending the lasers forward. But we're not going to do that. Okay, so that's a basic shape. Pretty similar to how the Durp is, except for he doesn't have a grinder. So we're going to go with G. And we're going to put the booster on next so we can start planning around that. So let's go ahead and drop down here. I was thinking about this direction, but I actually think that way is going to be better. It doesn't matter because we're not going to use this one right here, the one that's right underneath the middle of the screen. We're not going to use this guy here. We're going to use that one up here. So yes, that'll be fine. So then this one will go here. I want to go there. And we're going to fly away, and this one will go here. Now let's get these off our screen. Info. There. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. Constrel. Well, that didn't help either. Oh, there it goes. Whew. It's like, man, what the hell? Alright, so... that doesn't work for me. So we're going to have to take this off, and we're going to put one down the middle. Like so. And that'll be our left and right thruster, and then our forward thruster. So we're not going to have much in the way of lateral thrust like we have in the past. We're going to be kind of short on that. Like this. And then like that. So we do need to rotate these around because then we're not going to have up and down. Okay. So I went from thinking that it's not that big a deal to it being very critical to which direction these are facing. So 4, like so, like so, and like so. Alright, so it goes here. Here. And here. Okay, so that should cover all 6 directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, missing 1 right there. Okay. Alright, so there's all 6 directions. We're missing a remote block, a camera, reactor, gyro. We're missing a lot. Okay, so I'm tempted to move this forward now to put the remote block behind it. So I'm going to put this here or here. I'll put it there. Come on now. Alright, so we'll do that. We'll put the remote block and all the rest of the fun toys behind it. Put those here. Okay, so remote. Camera. Mark 1. Alright, we'll use the Mark 1, I guess. Okay. Gyro. And we want to go with connector. And let's see, what else do we need? We need reactors. Okay, I think this is going to cover us. Oh, we'll need an antenna as well. So it's going to go here. Then we're going to need to put a conveyor tube here, so we can put 4 reactors off of this. So G, need this guy right here. So that's got to go there, so we can put these guys off of here, like so. And this will be our kicker. We'll put upward so we can get to it. Actually, we're going to put our kicker to the side right here, and then we're actually going to put this one, oops, into the mix. So 9, like so. All right, and then we'll put our gyro there. Yes. It's okay, R2, it'll be okay. That's what it looks like to me. I always thought that thing looked like R2-D2. So we're gonna go grab some energy real quick. And so much for making it to... I always try to get there before we need to take a hit off the O2 bottle. But didn't quite make it today. Gives me a chance to take a drink. Remember to always stay hydrated in your spacesuit. Alright, so... Alright. I would really like to make one of these things battery powered. Like a mini, take one of these and convert it to like a Reaper style. So it could be battery powered and just drop off someplace and charge. I think it's going to be very beneficial going forward to having a battery-powered ship, especially the mining ships. So that'll go there, and we'll throw this up here. It'd be nice if I could put it right there, but that doesn't work. Won't work there because it'll burn it right off. So we'll put that there. Just kind of looking around. Oh, hey, that's kind of cool. What are the chances? I gotta try this. Okay, that's worth a shot. Put one right there on the front. Alright, so what else do we need? I think we're pretty much covered. It's not very well armored at this point, but I think overall the components are there that we need. So we're going to go ahead and grab Durp. And see what kind of damage he can do. So I'm pretty sure we're missing things like reactor components. Pretty much all this stuff here. Or the stuff I'm pretty sure we're needing. We're also going to need some thruster components, which this thing has a plethora of. So we're going to steal quite a bit of components off of the old Scorpion. We need that thruster. I want to keep it still mobile until we get it completely tore apart. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw all these parts back into here. And now we'll give that another shot. Let's try getting a couple more thrusters off of the Scorpion. There we go. One, and you're already destroyed. But downward. Okay. So that's pretty much it for thruster components from him. Anything else that we have, we're going to want to put towards the turd one, so we don't really want to get too crazy about looting. So interesting. Alright, so what are we missing? So we just took 2 laser welders apart and put them inside. Power cells. We just took 2 laser welders apart. Alright, so let's take another one apart. Alright, let's try this again. It'd be really nice if you could take control blocks. I think I was too close. Yeah, that was a problem. Okay. Take control blocks from other ships and add them to your toolbar. I think it'd be pretty handy. Alright. What are you missing? Displays, computers, yada yada yada. So it looks like we're just missing the antenna that I forgot to put on here, and whatever the components needed to build that final piece on the back, which we just happen to have one of those right here. Alright, so now that that's empty, let's take all those parts out. Make sure I didn't pull in more stuff. Hate it when that happens. Alright, so this ship's up and running. Well, it needs some fuel, but other than that, the ship is up and running. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab some uranium out of the ship over here. And we're going to put this thing into flight. Alright. Actually, we need to put the antenna on as well. Damn. Let's do that real quick. Whoops, I didn't realize I grabbed the wrong one. No, it's not the right one either. There we go. So we'll just tuck it in down here. And actually, may as well throw a beacon on it too. Actually, we don't need a beacon. We have an antenna, so. Alright, so that'll work there. Now we can access this panel. And then the rest of it will go in here. Maybe. Okay, is there not... Did I put the connectors on the sides? I bet you I did. Son of a... I did. Okay, so we will have to put a little bit more on here than I wanted. That's fine though. Interior plates, okay. You don't have anything in you. Interior plates, reactor components, steel plates, solar steel tubes. Okay, so what do we need for these? Construction components. We have some. Okay, good. Number 8, here, here. There. So now we have some extra, just to be on the safe side. Grab Durp. I'm trying to do this with going to the camera and without killing us. Alright. Alright, so this is the start of the new model of the Scorpion. Scorpion micro-drone model, whatever he is. Alright, so let's go to K. Small ship, info. Yeah, Scorpion's gone through a lot of changes, huh? And we're just going to go ahead and call it Mark IV. Okay. Are we on Mark IV or Mark III? I think we're on Mark IV, right? Yeah, okay. So remote control, forward camera. Wait. We only have one camera? Holy crap, that's fast. Okay, toggle those off. Okay. Booster? Groups, toggle block on off, 9. Okay, even with those all off, it's insanely fast. Alright, well. Whoa, that's a weird-ass camera angle. And we are completely blind to our port side. Yeah, we're going to have to do something about this. Let's bring it back and take a look and see if we can move that front thruster off, put it someplace else. Okay. We're not going to be able to. That's just going to be funky as hell driving it like that. I'm going to totally wreck this if I don't move that camera. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to figure out another place to put that camera. Might take the booster module and turn it sideways. Actually, might just remove that booster module. Put 2 thrusters going forward to slow us down. I'm not really too worried about lateral thrust, the strafing. I turn more than I strafe, so... but, geez, that thing is quick. So, it's got to be way heavier than the Durp. So let's check that out real quick before we Durp, remote control. Okay, 193,000. Barely moving. Alright, we're just gonna leave you parked here, dude. TKO. Scorpion Mark IV. Remote control. Mass 7,000. What? Okay, there's something wrong with this. This thing is way massive, and I guess it's all the inventory. So what we're going to do is we're going to climb over here, and we're going to dock these two together, take everything out of this one, put it in that one, and then see what it weighs. That's just... It just seems completely and totally wrong. Inventory. Medium cargo. Medium cargo. Okay, so hide empty. Okay. And there it is. Okay. Now I feel better about everything we just went through. It's all about the mass of the stuff inside the cargo hold. That looks like a satellite spinning through space. There it goes. Alright, so now it's not as nimble anymore. Well, except for rotation, it's perfectly fine. So now let's turn on our boosters and see how we do. Let's get us leveled out here. Boosters don't even seem to help really. Alright, so we're going to wrap it up here. Just seems like it's out of balance. Micro drones are pretty much going to be non-usable if they had a purpose. Like the Andrea, oh man, that thing could do anything. Once it picked up some rocks, it's going to be done. So, what's up, dude? Alright, we're going to wrap up the episode here. This is Havoc. Have fun, and keep gaming.